Okay. Hello, everyone. Uh, Hopefully, you're all doing good. So, yesterday I was reading A Course in Miracles lesson number 15 that says that my thoughts are images that I have made. Yeah, so it's like I was trying to do this work during the day, like everything what I seen around me. I was trying to think that, yeah, this situation that makes me feel upset for sure, yeah, is just an image that I have made. You know what? How it feels? I'm gonna tell you how it feels like. Yeah, it feels like you are the only one who is responsible for everything what is happening to you. Yeah, it's hard to believe, it's hard to accept. Yeah, it's really difficult. But I'm trying to remember that if I have made up these images, yeah, not that pleasant, not that good, it means that I can make something different, more pleasant, yeah, more positive. it's uh it's a news on the bright side, yeah. So all right, today I'm about to read lesson number 16. Yeah, it's January 16. All right, so lesson 16. I have no neutral thoughts. Oh yeah, probably you can think that, um I can have negative thoughts, yeah, I can have positive thoughts, and I can have neutral thoughts. And this lesson is actually saying that I have no neutral thoughts. Yeah, I have no neutral thoughts. Okay, the idea for today is the beginning step in dispelling the belief that your thoughts have no effect. They are actually having effects. Yeah, they do. They do have effects, and we just recognize that. Yeah? We take a first step in dispelling the belief that your thoughts have no effect. Everything you see is the result of your thoughts. Okay? There is no exception to this fact. Thoughts are not big or little, powerful or weak. They are merely true or false. Those that are true create their own likeness. Those that are false make theirs, logically, right? There is no more self-contradictory concept than that of idle thoughts. What gives rise to the perception of a whole world can hardly be called idle. Every thought you have contributes to truth or to illusion. Either it extends the truth or it multiplies illusions. You can indeed multiply nothing, but you will not extend it by doing so. Besides, you're recognizing that thoughts are never idle. Salvation requires that you also recognize that every thought you have brings either peace or war. There is no in between space, right? It's just either this or that. Either love or fear. Yeah, for sure. A neutral result is impossible because a neutral thought is impossible. Yeah. There is such a temptation to dismiss fear thoughts as unimportant. Once more time. There is such a temptation to dismiss fear thoughts as unimportant. trivial and not worth bothering about, that it is essential you recognize them all as equally destructive, but equally unreal. Yeah, they are equally unreal. We will practice this idea in many forms before you really understand it. Alright, let's do that. In implying the idea for today, search your mind for a minute or so with eyes closed and actively seek not to overlook any little thought that may tend to elude the search. This is quite difficult until you get used to it. You will find that it is still hard for you not to make artificial distinctions. Every thought that occurs to you, regardless of the qualities that you assign to it, is a suitable subject for applying today's idea. In the practice period, first repeat the idea to yourself, and then, as each one crosses your mind, hold it in awareness while you tell yourself, this thought about something, is not a neutral thought. Yeah, that thought about something or someone, is not a neutral thought. You just like a commentator, you are reminding yourself, all right, I'm having this thought, and this thought actually is not a neutral thought. So you just give a note to yourself, to your mind, that you know what, you're thinking this thought, and this thought is not a neutral thought. It's not neutral. It's not neutral. As usual, use today's idea whenever you are aware of a particular thought that arouses uneasiness. The following form is suggested for this purpose. This thought about something or someone, is not a neutral thought because I have no neutral thoughts. How about that? Because I have no neutral thoughts. I have either negative thoughts or positive ones. Right? 4 or 5 practice periods are recommended if you find them relatively effortless. If strain is experienced, 3 will be enough. The length of the exercise period should also be reduced if there is discomfort. So according to my own experience, I can say that, it's safe to say that people have gazillion thoughts, during the day. It's like sometimes it can even happen to me that I couldn't even realize how did I end up thinking about this. Like I started thinking about something wherever, so like some situation, and I ended up thinking about completely different way of thoughts, of thinking. So like that's why this is the reason it's really, really hard work to do. The first step I guess you need to do is like to catch yourself, like, oh, I am actually thinking this thought, and this thought is not neutral. This thought is not neutral. Whatever thought I'm thinking, I'm just reminding myself either this thought is positive one or this thought is negative one. It doesn't matter. I just remind myself that, you know what? This thought is not neutral. And the next step I realized, oh, actually this thought is negative one. Yeah? Why would I continue diving in to this thought? Yeah? If this thought is not bringing any good service to me. Yeah? So I just do this inner work. Yeah, because the most of the times, it can happen that we are not even aware of our thoughts, yeah, of our own thoughts. We think that, yeah, they just happen, but we never thought this way, that actually I am in charge of the thoughts, yeah. I can choose what thoughts to think, yeah. I have this power, yeah. I have this power to choose. I have this power to make, yeah, to make a choice, for example, to stop thinking this way. And I guess this is the most difficult part of the work, yeah. You just catch yourself like, all right, this thought is not a neutral one, yeah. This thought is not neutral. And yeah, I just remember about this, that I have no neutral thoughts. Yeah? Okay, once more time, the practical phrases for today. During the day, wherever thought you can have, you just remind yourself that, you know what, this thought about this situation, yeah, or about this person, about wherever, whomever, is not a neutral thought. Yeah, it's actually a negative one. Yeah, why would I think negative thoughts? Nobody wants to have negative thoughts, right? So you just remind yourself, all right, this thought about this situation is not a neutral thought. That thought about that person is not a neutral thought. So you just take the first step, yeah, in recognizing that your thoughts are actually having effects on you, yeah. The more you stop yourself thinking negative thoughts, just taking the first step, that, you know what, this thought is not a neutral one. Yeah, why would I continue having this thought, yeah, that doesn't bring any good to me, yeah. So that's why you just recognize, taking this first step, that your thoughts actually have an effect on you, doing this work again, just reminding yourself that this thought is not neutral. So yeah, I'm gonna do this work along the day. Hopefully you can do the same, and see you tomorrow. Thank you for watching.